So this reading is for entertainment purposes only. This is going to Divine Feminine and the Divine Masculine Collective for July 9, 2026. So let's start with Divine Feminine. Divine Feminine is overcoming codependency trauma at this moment in time. She is transmuting the fear-based thinking that keeps her in survival mode. And as the Divine Feminine expands in a heart space, she is seeing where she is self-sabotaging in her life. The Divine Feminine is letting go of what no longer serves her at this time. And as she expands in consciousness, she is seeing where she is not trusting love. She is seeing where she is choosing fear over love and faith. I feel as though the Divine Feminine is being tested by the Divine right now to see whether she'll respond the same. And as the Divine Feminine lets go of that old timeline where she self-sabotaged or where she shrank herself in order to accommodate others, this is causing a lot of anger and sadness for the Divine Feminine to transmute. As the Divine Feminine transmutes these emotions, she gains deeper clarity about what she needs to work on. She is letting go of that rule book per se, and as she ends up stepping into her authentic self, she is no longer apologizing for standing out. She is no longer apologizing for being too much. The Divine Feminine is working through that people-pleasing trauma, and the more that she works through that people-pleasing trauma, the more she sees where she is dimming her light in order to be of service to others. The Divine Feminine is unlearning that self-sacrificial demeanor, and as she unlearns that, she is gaining insight into the anger and resentment that has been bottled up in her energy since time immemorial. I feel as though the Divine Feminine is also, again, surrendering on a deeper level. And as she surrenders on a deeper level, she's feeling much more calm in her headspace and as well in the nervous system. And that's what I get for Divine Feminine. So this is what I get for Divine Masculine. Divine Masculine is also overcoming codependency trauma at this moment in time. He is seeing where giving his power away to external circumstances kept him in victim mentality. The Divine Masculine is transmuting that victim mentality right now. And as he comes home to himself, he is empowering himself to think in his favor. The Divine Masculine is also overcoming the limited thinking that causes them to self-sabotage or shrink himself in order to accommodate others. The Divine Masculine is no longer resonating with dimming his light. He feels that need to stand out. He is working on his empowerment blocks right now. And as he ends up stepping into his power, he embraced all of himself. He is no longer apologizing for seeming too much or seeming too intense. The Divine Masculine is also working through his fears around communication when it comes to the Divine Feminine. I feel as though he's starting to actually see that the fear of not being enough is being projected into the dynamic. And he's working on allowing himself to listen instead of getting defensive. He is really working on his throat chakra at the moment, and this is causing him to release a lot of pent-up anger and sadness. As the Divine Masculine transmutes that anger and sadness, he is coming home to himself, and I feel as though this is causing him to really be stricter with his own boundaries. He is no longer compromising his integrity in order to get ahead. He is so aligned to his heart space, the Divine Masculine no longer feels that need to self-sabotage or that need to create chaos in order to feel safe and secure. He is working on his nervous system, and he is letting go of the old identity. And as he gets ready to quantumate, the Divine Masculine is feeling peace like no other. And that's what I give for Divine Masculine. If you haven't already, like this video, subscribe to my channel. Post updates about twin flames often. If you want to book a personal reading with me, you can DM me or curious to my calendar link on my page. I will see you another time. Namaste.